Alright everybody, what is going on? We're hopping into some more videos on the LR Gammas. This time we're going up against the AGL Trunks right here. So, unfortunately we got the double leader rotation. Now, here's the team that I'm rocking. We're doing double Gammas because it's their video, so that's kind of how I want to treat it. The friend here, I believe, is Rainbowed level 10 Links. Yep, they are, and they've got their special equipments on them. Looks like they went with mostly additional and crit. I don't think you need to pump this unit with additional. Just because they are going to probably be getting a lot from their passive. The more you get from their passive, the more chances you have to roll this. So the more chances you roll, the higher chance you have of getting it. Anyway, point being, it'll be good to see a kind of different build than mine. Because mine, you know, has 20 dodge, 15 additional, and then just like pretty minimal crit. Just whatever crit they get from their equipment is what I gave them, which I think is 9. So I think mine has 9 crits. So it'll be a little bit different build. That'll be good for the video. You guys can decide which one you think looked better, things like that. Of course, mine is only at 79%, but they are still, you know, that's like all you need to really see what they're really capable of. The extra dupes obviously will help with their tanking, but not that big of a deal. So as far as rotations, what I want to do is I actually want to run the Gamma 1. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I was gripping my phone and I accidentally hit the power button. I was gripping it really weird. You know, gripping it and ripping it. Let's go ahead and what do I want to do? So my one plan was to run a rotation of Gamma 1 and the Gammas. And then rotation 2 was going to be like Beast and Ultimate Gohan. So I guess I'm going to float off Gamma 1 right here, I guess is what I'm going to do. Let's go ahead and grab these orbs for physical Ultimate Gohan. That's fine. We'll make sure that STR Ultimate Gohan does get his hit in. That way, potentially, we can get his active skill as soon as we possibly can. And then I'll just grab these for Gamma 1, and we'll save the rest of the orbs for next rotation. Remember that the Gammas, they do need either AGL, INT, or STR orbs. You really want to prioritize INT if possible. You want to get at least 2. Otherwise, you want to try to get at least 2 AGL or 2 STR orbs. That's really what you want to go for, because that's what gives them access to their additionals in their passive. So int orbs will get them up, for every int orb you get 1 guaranteed additional super attack, up to 2. So that's why you want to try to get 2 int orbs, because you can get up to 2 guaranteed additional super attacks. Plus they also give them a 30% chance to crit per int orb that you get. And then the AGL and STR orbs, I believe, do the same thing, but instead of it being guaranteed, it's only a, I believe, 70% chance. And then it's also a lower crit chance as well, but the important thing is that you get the attacks, so that you can move towards getting their standby as soon as possible. It's going to be interesting running a team of double Gammas. I don't think that's something you really want to do ever, because you kind of want to get them into their standby as soon as possible. They're not bad in their base form, but, you know, like the real value out of them is getting that core breaker, and then, you get the core breaker, and then Gamma 1 support after you exchange into just Gamma 1 after the core breaker. His 2-turn 18-key super attack effect, giving the 50% defense to everybody, is obviously very, very good. Now, I am going to bring Gamma 2 in here. We're going to see how he does. It's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. I think as long as Gamma 2 doesn't eat a super attack, he should be fine. Now, okay, no, his does have more defense. I can't see. So, yeah, you can see the friend's at 495. Mine's at 464. That is a difference of 30k. That could matter, you know, later on in the fight. But overall, you can see, like, there's not that much of a disparity between, like, his and mine, but still. Let's go ahead and grab these int orbs. We'll get the friend supercharged since he's going to be the one on rotation here. We'll grab these with Gamma 2, just that one physical orb, and then we'll give all the red orbs to mine. I doubt mine even get an attack on this rotation, depending on what Gamma 2 does, but we'll see, so the Gammas aren't really a slot 1 unit, by the way, so that was a little bit risky putting them there. But I had faith that this Trunks wasn't going to super attack us in slot 1, and he didn't, so. The reason, by the way, like, crit is kind of a weird thing for this unit, right? They do need crit for the core breaker because that doesn't have any sort of, like, built-in crits or anything on it. So if you want that to do massive damage, if you see that as the value that they bring, then I can understand why you would want to go crit on this unit. The thing is, though, is that I feel like that's only one thing that they're doing, whereas most of the time you're going to see them in one of their other forms, and they have so much crit chance built into just, like, their character kit that it's like I just don't see the need to go for it. It's like definitely there could be a situation sometime in the future where I'm like, all right, if we just crit on the core breaker, the fight's over, and that's it, right? Like, and I want that to happen, but I just feel like more often than not, I'm going to get more value in the long run out of them having that extra dodge chance. So we'll see. It just Like, I could honestly see pretty much any build for them. Again, I don't think you need to pump additionals. Mine has 15. I think that that's a fair amount. But let me know what you guys think about the Gammas and how you would build them. Who do we have in slot 7? It was Gogeta again. I always get Gogeta in slot 7 in this fight. Please don't lock him. Oh, he locked Beast. I am tempted to use the Beast Gohan active skill here. I don't... Okay, listen. I'm going to use a Senzu Bean here. The reason I'm going to do that is because, one, it's not affecting the showcase. Our goal is to showcase the Gammas. This rotation doesn't affect them. 2, we're already at full health, so all I'm doing is removing the lock. 3, I don't want to die. So, yeah, it's like I could pop the active skill here. I don't really want to. I'd like to just have that in my back pocket in case we need it for showcase purposes later on. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. And yeah, we're just going to run with this as our rotation instead, which obviously is just going to be like way better. Let's grab those tech orbs right there. All right, let's see what happens. Again, I'm sure people don't care if I use items during showcases. I'm sure a lot of people would just prefer it. Just because, like, people are here to see the Gammas, right? Like, that's what everyone's here to see. And so if I just constantly get on this off rotation and die because, you know, it's like I'm too arrogant to use items or something like that, right? It's not affecting my valuation of the character. I'm not going, oh, I had to pop an item here. Ooh, that's points off for the Gammas. Like, you know, it's not that deep, right? It's just a matter of, you know, let's do the smart play to survive. You know, we don't always need to play like our dick is in a blender and we're just like, you know, using an item is going to turn it on, maybe. Like, it's like roulette with a blender, right? Like we're not in a situation like that. It's going to be okay if we use an item, I promise. So, I don't know why I feel the need to, like, justify it to all of you. I feel like most of you are probably going to be on my side with this. But if you're not, let me know. Let me know if I should not push buttons on the dick blender. Let me know. Anyway, this is the first... No, Ultimate Gohan got attacks in this video. That's right. This is his, like, second rotation. He does still have his guard up. He got an attack off first. I'm sure this will still do damage to us, but I don't think it'll just straight up one-shot us. Only 12,000. That's not bad. That's actually really, really good. I didn't see how many attacks he got off there. I just saw that he got his at least one 12 key. My Ultimate Gohan has a little bit of additional. He's mostly full dodge. But that's still a pretty solid turn from him. So we're going to have Gamma 1, the Exchange Gammas, and then Gamma 2 on this next rotation. So it's going to be a really, really good rotation for the Friend LR. Again, the Friend is Rainbowed level 10 links. Mine is 79%. I know we've already beaten that to a dead horse, but that'll be a really good rotation for the Friend. Gamma 1 in slot 1 should be okay. I don't remember how many hits he got in for his build-up on the last rotation that he was on. I know he got a few in. Oh, he's getting a super attack off first? Okay, I'm not worried then. All right, let's go ahead and pop the Gammas, whatever this is called, standby. Let me make sure, hang on, there we go. All right. I always forget to do that. Hang on.
1号はあいつを引きつけて時間を稼いでくれ。2号、お前まさか。
All right, very, very, very good here. So again, they are still supporting. Actually, all the Gammas on this rotation are supporting. This guy supports with offense, he supports with defense, and then they do 50% of both. So you can see their defense levels are pretty solid right here. Gamma 2 is looking all right. Gamma 1's, he could be looking better, but he's not fully built up yet. And then they're looking fine in the middle. Yeah, I think we're totally safe here. I don't know that we're going to be able to get int orbs with them. Maybe if I grab these, that'll drop the rainbows to the int and they'll connect. Yes, okay, perfect. So again, there's our two rainbow orbs, or I'm sorry, two int orbs that we need. And then for Gamma 2, we can just grab these. Very good, very good. All right. I'd love for Gamma 1 to get the rest of his hits in right here. 9 million for him. Yeah, it's crazy how well these superhero units have aged, by the way. Like the Gammas, Gamma 2. Like, even Gamma 2 is all right. Gamma 2 is a little bit riskier, just because he's very RNG dependent. I mean, like, every unit is, but it's, you know, Gamma 2 is reliant on a bunch of, you know, additionals in his passive. It's like, if, you know, he's getting all super attacks, yeah, he's going to be crazy. But if he's giving you all normals, which is pretty common, you know, he's not going to look as good, obviously. But still, I mean, if we can kind of, like, hide him like this where he's not going to be doing anything, we're going to be fine. So there we go. Take out Trunks. We're going into the int phase. I will not use the Beast Gohan active skill right here. I'll just let him take the hit. He'll be fine. 484k defense. Remember that some of the stats that we're seeing on this turn are because of the Gammas giving an extra 50% support. So like Physical Gohan right there at 566 or 568. You know, that's a pretty solid defensive level for him. He should be fine. I don't know that he could eat the super attack right here. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to go in and do the math real quick. But, you know, he's going to get, what, 50% from his 18 key. And then if he does another super, he'll get like 30% from each of those. But what matters here is that he's going to be fine against normals. The good thing about this Trunks is that he's not scripted, but you can pretty much guarantee that every time you go into this fight, he's going to be super attacking in slot 1. Because he has that 63% chance to super attack in a 0 cooldown. Just expect him to super attack in slot 1. If he doesn't, I'd say that's honestly pretty unlucky more than anything. Okay, so Beast probably isn't going to do any damage here unless he dodges the super attack, which mine does have a lot of dodge. Let's grab these. That way I can hopefully grab the int orbs. Okay, cool. Very good. Remember that Beast will give 3 key after he gets hit. Oh, not an immediate... Yep, and then there it is. All right, there it is. Yeah, I was going to say, if he doesn't immediately super attack you, it's probably coming on the second attack. It's very, very rare that this guy does not just, you know, either first attack, second attack, super you. All right, so Gohan's up to an 18 million attack stat, by the way. This guy is definitely... He's finally gotten what he needed, and that's someone who just takes care of slot 1, you know, is a perfect linking partner with him, gives him key support, has an active skill that can barricade him from a rotation where potentially he could get killed. It's all just, oof, he still took 40k. Those are, how much damage? Those are 1.5 million damage normal attacks. So he did take a little bit of damage from there, but it's nothing that was, like, gonna KO us, right? 50k on this team, you can see, did not really move the needle much with our HP. Very good, very good. But still, I mean, like, this is, like, he's finally gotten what he needs. He doesn't quite have the defense levels of where he needs to be, like, a super wall. But if you're going up against a type advantage boss, you know, like, this fight is a great fight for him because he's going to have his guard in the first 2 phases where he's, like, you know, type neutral and then type disadvantage. And then once you get to the int phase, you know, he's got enough defense, you saw, to where he can survive normals. And this boss specifically, like, only super attacks in slot 1. So you put Beast there, he covers all the weaknesses, and then he's going to be fine in slot 2, and he does decent damage, you guys can see. So this is actually, like, a really, really good fight for that LR Ultimate Gohan. So let's go ahead and pop the Core Breaker right here. That is going to do it probably. We only got 9 attacks, though. That's not that crazy. I mean, that's partly from Trunks stowning us, and just we kind of got the Core Breaker at, I think, like, an awkward moment. But that's okay, that's okay. Let's go ahead. We will... Where is it? Yeah, we'll make sure the skips are off, and we'll go ahead and pop the Core Breaker here. All right, no crit on the Core Breaker. Oof, but we do get the int orbs. That's really good. So I'm going to throw Gamma 1 right here in slot 1. We're going to see how he does. Gamma 1, after he transforms, we actually haven't seen him much on the channel. The really, really cool thing that he does, though, is that he does get 30% damage reduction whenever your HP is above 30%. So he has 15 baked in, 15 whenever your HP is above 30. So that's a total of 30 if you're above 30. You know, it's not 30 for, what is it, 30 for 30? It's 30 above 30. Anyway. Somebody out in the audience will get that. And then where is it? Int key sphere obtained. Where is it? He gets crit chance up to 20%, or sorry, crit chance plus 20% up to 100, and then damage reduction plus 10% up to 50 per int or STR key sphere obtained. So right here, we're going to be able to get 4 int key spheres. So that's an additional 40% damage reduction. So he's going to have 70% damage reduction right here in slot 1. He's got 528k defense. Let me see if that's going to be enough to tank right here. I don't know offhand. So if you guys don't know, let me go ahead and flip over to the calculator here so you guys can see this. So again, Trunks, you see it does 2.25, but he does get 100% attack raise. So you take this 750, you add it into here because it's 100%. And so that is 3 million, right, damage that this Trunks does on a super attack. we have, I believe, 70% damage reduction, so you multiply this by 0.3, so he's only going to be doing 900,000 to us after our damage reduction kicks in, and then we have minus 528, 314. Since we're a super type character, and Trunks is super type, he doesn't have class advantage against us, and we're type neutral, so it's a direct 1-to-1 with our defense and everything. So he's going to do about 370k to us if we eat the super attack right here. So we should survive. Again, we'll get stunned, but, you know, we will survive, so that's good. Let's grab those right there. I will go ahead and transform with... Should I transform with Gogeta? Nah. I want to listen to the Gamma's OST, so I guess I'll do it. Let me turn the skips on. We don't need to watch it. It's not Gogeta's video. Maybe I should have done Gogeta first so that we could listen to the Gamma's OST, but whatever. Let's just grab those. Okay, so this should be it. Again, we should take, what did I say, about 370k from this super attack right here with 70% damage reduction, so let's see. 339, even better. Yeah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Very good, very good, very good. Alrighty, so... Gamma 1 should be fine after he super attacks. Again, he's not guarding anymore, but he does have damage reduction, so a little bit of damage. He wasn't fully built up. Now he's at double digits. Okay. We just needed that last hit in to get his last little bit of build up in, and then he was good. So Gogeta's going to finish him off right here. Let me know what you guys thought about the Gammas in this fight. I mean, everything with the superheroes team is just so slow. Or, I'm sorry, so fast and so easy, not slow. I don't know why I said slow. Everything with them is just so... It's just so easy. You walk in with the superhero team and you just absolutely demolish, you know? So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you guys ended up getting the Gammas. Let me know if you ended up getting Beast Gohan. Let me know who you plan on using your 50-ticket multi on. And thank you for watching. Again, really appreciate it. Catch you guys next time.